You're listening to Carolina Forest Panther Football on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network. And it starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to Carolina Forest Panther Football here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network as the Panthers open up the 2025 season on their quest for a three-peat region championship when they take on the Hartsville Red Foxes here at Panther Stadium. My name is Brandon Biskobing. I'll be bringing you all the action tonight. And joining me for the first time, Miles Mauder coming into the booth, replacing Brogan Hillman, who replaced Preston Payne. The cycle continues, the carousel, the color carousel continues. Miles, how's it going? Are you ready for some football?
I am so ready for some football tonight. It's been a long wait, a long summer, long spring, but we're ready.
And it's been especially long for the Panthers with the way they finished off the 2024 season, losing to James Island in the second round, their first game in the SCHSL playoffs, 31-21. Just talk about the feeling on campus after that game and on this team. How determined is this team to be? Yes, they got the repeat championship for only the second time in program history. How do they feel about trying to not only get a three-peat for the first time in program history, but also a little bit of revenge for how last year finished?
Yeah, I know some of those guys last year were gutted for many days after that James Island loss. It was really tough in that locker room, but I know those rising juniors coming into becoming a senior, they're ready to take over for the senior team that lost to that James Island team, and they're going to get their revenge starting this week with Hartsville.
Yeah, and not only revenge for that game, but also last year, this game against Hartsville, yes, it wasn't a loss.
It was not.
But it was not exactly the way that the Panthers wanted to finish that game. That game being canceled at around the beginning of the fourth quarter due to lightning, and with how far the Panthers would have to travel, about an hour and a half, 2 hours out to Hartsville, said, no, we're just going to let this end in a tie. And that's how it ended, the first tie in program history for the Panthers. And we were talking about it before we went on the air, how the team felt gutted about that too, that they weren't able to finish that comeback victory last season.
Yeah, once the thing came around that we were not going to be able to play that fourth quarter, the size and complaints in that locker room was high. Players were really upset that they could not finish off that game, and they really want to make sure they drive it into Hartsville tonight. And
Hartsville went on to have an amazing season last year. They finished the season at 10-2-1, only losing, ironically, in the next game to Camden during the regular season. And then after going undefeated, winning their region, going undefeated in region play, winning the region, they then lose to eventual state champion South Florence. After beating South Florence 54-35 at the end of the regular season last year, they lose to South Florence 49-21 in the quarterfinals of the 4A state championship. So both of these teams coming off of a very disappointing loss to finish their playoff run last season, and both teams squarely looking to show what they're made of to open up the season.
Yeah, especially for Hartsville, because when you come that close to being that close to winning or getting to that state title and then having the chance to win that state title, it's a little rough after you knew you could beat that team in South Florence as they proved it.
Yeah.
But
just couldn't do it. And
The lights were too bright.
not just the lights were too bright, but also, as we've talked about, before with other games when it comes to the Panthers, it is very hard to beat a team twice in the same season. As we are getting close to the national anthem, but looks like we have a little bit more time. Oh, actually, I take that back. We will take a quick break for the national anthem and then come right back with some final thoughts and get you ready for the season opener of the 2025 Carolina Forest Panther season here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for big flavor in Southern hospitality? Welcome to Logan's Roadhouse. From USDA choice Midwestern beef, hand-cut and aged in-house, to mesquite grilled chicken and fall-off-the-bone ribs, freshness and flavor come first. Our rolls baked every 8 minutes. Open 7 days a week with 2 convenient locations, Myrtle Beach on Oak Forest Drive and North Myrtle Beach on Highway 17, right across from Alligator Adventure. Dine in, order online, or grab it to go. Don't forget a Roadhouse tea while you wait. No matter how far you've traveled, or if you're just down the road, get on the road to Logan's Roadhouse. We'll see you soon. Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
Welcome back, as we are just a few moments away from the Panthers taking the field and getting ready to kick off this 2025 season and the quest for the three-peat region championship here at Panther Stadium. And Miles, first, well, let's talk about what the Panthers have to do against this Hartsville team tonight. Obviously, like I mentioned, Hartsville had a great season last year, comes in ranked in the top 10 in their class in both the Max Preps class ranking and in the media poll. They're 9th according to Max Preps, 3 according to the media poll, and ranked 22nd and 12th in the state according to Ken Massey and Sports Illustrated respectively. Just talk about what this Panther team has to do tonight to finally get over the hump for the first time in program history against Hartsville.
I really think if we keep it on the ground with Jaron Fox and just keep running the ball through this Hartsville team, if we put it up the middle with Fox, he works well. If you put it out with Fox, it works well. No matter how you do it, if you give him the ball, you are at least guaranteed a couple yards on every run. Also, I want to see what this wide receiver room looks like. Tayshawn Granger will not be playing tonight, but that creates more options for other people to get the ball, like Nixon Cone, Caden Cole. And then I really want to watch how Cam Long can play in this game. He looked as good as he could be last year, and I want to see how he evolved from last season.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Long taking over at the helm of the offense for for Patrick Mullen last year. You talked about it with obviously Jaron Fox. Mixing up Cameron Long and Jaron Fox.
You're good.
Great start to the season. Great start. But Jaron Fox, he's been the focal point for this running game for the past 2 years.
Really, since Khalil Johnson left.
Exactly. And so now it was his running room last year too, but especially this year being his senior year. But on the flip side, the offensive line is completely new, is a very young offensive line, has only 2 seniors out of the 5. They're relatively small, especially for a Carolina Forest offensive line. And how do you think that's going to impact his running game this year, not having the bodies that he had last year, not having a Division I level caliber offensive lineman like he had last year?
I think he's going to have to work harder for most of those yards he's going to earn this year. But with what this O-line can do, I've seen them adapt at the JV level. So I think once they get working together, they will adapt at this varsity level, which will help us win multiple games and have Jaron do what he did last year with that O-line.
And so, we were talking about just for this game just in general, but what would you say is the overall, not just offensive, but overall outlook for this team going into the 2025 season, and how far can this team go? Can they get the three-peat? Can they get beyond not winning a game in the playoffs?
I do believe this team will get the three-peat this year. After looking at what our region looks like this year, I do think this Panthers team will go ahead and win and become three-peat champions for Region 6, I believe.
Yeah, Region 6.
Region 6, Class 5A. And then, honestly, just keep doing what we're doing. We've looked great in these summer practices. I just think if we work together as a team, we can make it past that second round and be closer and closer to becoming state champions.
Yeah. The Panthers, the meteoric rise of Carolina Forest as the Panthers take the field for the first time in the 2025 season out of the, not brand new, they used it last year a couple of times, but the relatively new Panther Head tunnel.
That big old Panther Head.
Which you apparently do not like. You think it's bad luck.
I don't like that Panther Head at all, man.
We will see what happens with that this season. But the Panthers do take the field, and we are just a few moments away from the kickoff of the 2025 season. And, yeah, this is going to be big for the Panthers that, trying to get that three-peat for the first time in program history. The only other time that they won back-to-back region championships. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Last year, and that was the first time they went back-to-back. The only other region championship was back in 2019. So now not only are they going for the three-peat, they're just trying to build this Mark Morris legacy. And like you said, considering how the Beach region looks, they are definitely the favorites to win again. And let me ask you this, because I've had this conundrum for the past few years. Looking at the non-region schedule, you have Hartsville, who is ranked in their classification. Yes, you have to go to New Hanover, who they're not the biggest school in North Carolina, so they should be a winnable game. But then you have both Irmo and Ashley Ridge, who are both ranked in 5A, and Southside Christian, who has been a good team in the lower classifications over the past few years. I know because of how the playoff format is, technically non-region games don't count in terms of playoffs. But do you like how Mark Morris creates this gauntlet of non-region schedule?
I really do, because it gets these boys ready for what comes, so they're ready for this region, for Region 6. Because once they get to the region play, they could be.
They faced their toughest
they
opponents
face their
already.
toughest opponents. They could be 1-4 or they could be 5-0. And then you go into that region play and will help them succeed on the region play. As we are almost ready for kickoff, Hartsville's going to be kicking off to the Carolina Forest Panthers.
Yeah, not sure who won the toss. I didn't see who won the toss, but either way, the Panthers will receive the ball and start on offense to start the 2025 season.
Going to run out that O-line to start off.
Gerardo Segura puts the ball on the tee. And we are just a few seconds away from kickoff of the 2025 season. Before we get started, one other question. How does the team feel about not having the chance to, chance to dominate West Brunswick to start off the season and not having a week 0 game this season?
They definitely it felt weird in the
Locker
room without having a week 0 game, because when we got there I got there on that Wednesday of last week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh crap, there's no game this
We
week.
don't have a game.
And that's how most of their mindsets were last week too.
Yeah,
it was like it felt really weird to not have a week 0 game, but honestly it helps them be ready for this week 1 game.
Yeah, it gives them that extra week to prepare, but at the same time you don't get that midpoint break, if you will, to truly prepare for region play, which they've had for the past few years. So it's going to be interesting to see how that impacts them going into region play, having to go directly in without a bye week.
It's definitely going to be a health gauntlet. Hopefully
Yes.
everybody can stay healthy through these 10 games and we won't need that bye at all. If everybody stays healthy, I think we'll be good without having a bye in the midseason.
Well, that's always the key for football. I mean, any sport for that matter, but especially football, is you have to make sure your guys are healthy. As we saw a few years back during the playoffs, where both Ethan Hamilton and Khalil Johnson were out, and that basically destroyed their chances of winning that game. As we are having a long break, not sure what the scoreboard's off. That's why.
That's always wonderful.
That would explain why they have not kicked off yet. They're just sitting there on the field, just waiting for the scoreboard to be turned back on, it looks like. So we will have to wait and see.
I got a question.
I think they blew a fuse. Someone said they plugged all that stuff in over next to us, and I think they blew a fuse.
That's great.
Yeah,
Lovely.
Great start to the 2025 season.
Yeah, great, lovely way to start off the 2025
Absolutely.
season.
You said you had a question.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to be who is your most
Player to watch?
player to watch on this team this year?
I mean, is there any doubt on who that is?
Besides Jaron Fox.
Okay,
Jaron Fox.
Okay. I was waiting for that that exception.
I was getting there.
Besides Jaron Fox, I know this is also a very cliche question, or a very cliche answer, but I'll say Cameron Long too, just because to see how he handles this offense. We saw him during the scrimmages and during the kickoff classic struggle a little bit at times with accuracy.
Just a tad.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, a lot of the coaches, especially newly brought in wide receiver coach Darren Granger, Georgia State stud back in the day, a few years back. But and we have power in the scoreboard.
The scoreboard's back.
We are just about set to get underway. But I know Darren Granger has been saying we need to pass the ball more. And what the running backs coach said, do you realize who the head coach is?
Yeah. Do you see the offensive plan, man?
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if it, how that does work how many passing / running plays there are this season as the 2025 season is underway with a squib kick that's fumbled, and they have to fall on it at the 13-yard line. A rough start for the Panthers.
I don't even know what to say about that. That hit like 3 people's hands.
So a rough start on special teams for the Panthers.
And just to finish off that conversation about player to watch, honestly, for this defense,
I was about to get to the defense.
I really, really want to see what Mason Jones and that secondary can do this year. A lot of brand new guys out there.
My player to watch on the defense is Quillen Johnson.
Yeah,
see how he handles playing defensive tackle instead of on the edge. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side to start for the Panthers. Long, takes a snap, speed option. He pitches it out. Fox finds the lane. He's got some space. Stiff arms the man and gets taken down at the 27-yard line. That'll be enough for the first Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down of the 2025 season.
In true Jaron Fox fashion, already starting out with another amazing run to start out the season.
Yep. Perfect way to start after Brady McDowell was the one who fell on the ball to avoid the disaster on the kickoff. And after being put into their own red zone, the Panthers are able to get out of it out to the 27-yard line. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side on this first down for the Panthers. Long, motions a man. Takes a snap, play action, screen passes incomplete. Intended for Caden Cole, who just could not handle it, even though he was pretty much wide open, just a little outside of his reach.
Yeah, pretty much completely wide open. If that ball could have hit him right in the chest, that would have been good.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. Long looking over to the sideline for a play call. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Long takes a snap, hands it off to Fox. Fox keeps it himself. He'll go and he'll get close to the first down marker, and they will say he got it. That'll be another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down, taken down at the 39-yard line.
It's the same passion every time, man. If you hand him the ball, he'll get himself some yards.
I mean, in his career, he's probably averaging at least 10 yards a carry.
Exactly. That's insane, honestly.
In his career. First and 10 for the Panthers. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side. Long motions a man over to the near side, takes the snap. Long delay, actually. Now takes the snap. Speed option. Pitches it. Oh, no, he'll keep it himself.
Fakes that pitch.
Fakes the pitch and then is wrangled out of bounds at the 41-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 8.
It feels so weird to me to think as Fox is a backup freshman running back our freshman year. And I'm like, where did this kid come from? He's worked his butt off.
And then becomes, behind Khalil Johnson, the second back and a dynamic force in his sophomore season. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side. Long takes a snap, hands it off to Fox. Fox finds the lane. He's got a couple men to beat. He's still on his feet. He was loose for a moment and gets taken down at the 43-yard line for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down. It looked like he was surrounded for a moment by a couple of Red Foxes, and he was just able to bounce his way out of that and get a first down and put it into Hartsville territory.
That was insane. I thought he was going to be down right there.
And they'll actually mark him down at the 42-yard line. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the near side. Long takes a snap, 1-step drop, screen pass out, and it is caught but taken down very quickly. Brady McDowell on the catch, but he is taken down very quickly by Ezra Brockenberry for the tackle.
You see what I mean by the O-line trying to work together? They'll get through this game, but right there was one of those times where they should have known what they were doing.
So that'll make it 2nd and 12. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side.
They're running 4 receivers out there, right?
Yeah. Shotgun set, long 5-step drop, screen pass out is incomplete. Could not get it to Jaron Fox. And that'll make it 3rd and 12. And again, like you mentioned right there, it just looked like the offensive line didn't quite know their assignments, and it left Jaron Fox kind of on an island, surrounded by a pack of red foxes.
He was completely surrounded by Hartsville players.
So it'll be 3rd and 12. Oh, there was a penalty on Carolina Forest, but it will be declined. So
I could not see that at all.
3rd and 12.
Did you see what the penalty was?
I'm assuming holding, but I did not see the ref. Either way, it'll remain 3rd and 12. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. Long takes the snap, hands it off to Fox. Fox has the lead. He's gone. 20, and he's got 1 man to beat, and will get wrangled out of bounds at the 13-yard line. And that'll be another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down.
I don't even know what to say anymore. He creates nothing into something.
Yes.
That was amazing, honestly.
And it just shows just how agile and the field vision of Jaron Fox. He will find a hole even if it does not look like there is one. So 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line now for the Panthers. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side. Long calling a play at the line.
Wonder if they're going to pass it here in the red zone.
Snap. Nope, they'll hand it off to Fox. Fox finds the hole, and he's gone. He'll get taken down, but he will cross the plane for a Swig and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown.
I think they're marking him at the 1.
Okay, they're actually going to mark him down at the 1. I thought the ball had crossed the plane before his knee was down, but they will mark him down at the 1-yard line. It is another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down. And now you got to imagine they're just going to hand it off to Fox again and finish.
Yeah, punch it in there.
Finish what he started. Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side, bringing in the heavy package. Long takes a snap, hands off to Fox, and there is the hole, and that is the first Swig and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown of the 2025 season. Jaron Fox, just a nice little 1-yard scamper into the end zone, and the Panthers lead it 7-0. And the extra point is up and good. And with just a little over 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter, the Panthers lead it 7-0 here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
Panthers get on the board early, and the kickoff
Oh, they
for
fumbled
the
it.
Panthers, and the Red Foxes fumble it, and the Panthers fall on it.
Panthers football.
The Panthers get the fumble recovery, and they will start a second offensive drive on the Hartsville 27, already only 7 yards away from the red zone.
And that was Braylon Fernandez, man.
Hey, we talked about it at the beginning of the game. Ironically, we mentioned how the Panthers almost lost a fumble on the kickoff.
Exactly.
But then in the ensuing kickoff, when they're kicking it off, they're able to fall on a fumble. Some sloppy special teams to start off the season for both teams. But luckily for the Panthers, it goes in their favor on both attempts. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the near side.
Oh,
long going deep, far side, and it is just over the head of McDowell.
Also, that was amazing for Braylon Fernandez right there.
Yes.
Missing his whole junior season.
All of last season due to some issues, and coming back on this team, mostly playing special teams, but able to get that fumble recovery. And I hope that's a good sign that he'll get more playing time in the future this season.
He's one of my favorite guys on this team.
Oh, absolutely. I still remember when we thought he was Luke Janak a couple of years ago. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Snap, hands it off to Fox. Fox tries to find a lane, and he will get taken down by a pack of foxes. Fox getting taken down by a pack of foxes after a gain of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 8.
Again, O-line breaking down. Hopefully, as we move on in this game, they'll get used to each other.
Yeah, and as we move on through the season, hopefully that chemistry will grow as they get more used to playing together and whatnot. But like we talked about, like we saw in the first drive, even if the offensive line is having issues, Jaron Fox can find holes no matter what.
No, honestly, he was breaking through those holes and just trying to make sure he got in that end zone to help out this Panthers team.
Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side on this 3rd and 8. Snap, hands it off to Fox. Fox tries to find a hole. This time nowhere to go. He will get taken down after a gain of 2. And that'll bring up an they'll actually give him they'll give him 4. And it'll be a 4th and 4 for the Panthers, and an interesting decision. Well, normally it would be an interesting decision if this was any other team other than a Mark Morris offense, but with it being 4th and 4 from the 21, no chance that they're bringing out Keon Jan, and instead they're going for it. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side.
Morris loves to go for it.
Snap, hands off to Fox. Fox finds a lane. He'll get the first down and more before getting taken down by a pack of foxes at the 14-yard line, and that'll be another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down.
He got hit, and then he just kept going. Kept going. He gets every yard out of his runs, man.
Rod Cranford was the primary tackler on that. He has a offer from Sacramento State.
Interesting.
Yeah, kind of going out west maybe? Interesting.
They got a lot of new guys in that program this year.
Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 10, shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. High snap, hands off to Fox. Fox finds the lane. He's got one man to beat, and he will get taken down at the 1-yard line again. Actually, they'll mark him down at the 2-yard line this time, but that, again, is another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down. And I was not expecting – I was expecting the way the Panthers would start offensively, but against a Hartsville team that is ranked in the state in their division, as the snap is taken, high snap, hands off to Fox. Fox tries to find a lane. He just tries to plow forward, waiting on the call, and they will say he was just short again. So they'll mark him down at the 1 yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. But, I mean, the Panthers came out and just punched Hartsville in the mouth to start off. It's going to, I mean, more than likely it's about to be 14-0 in the first quarter. And you're thinking going into this game, this is going to be a struggle. But Carolina Forest offense just doing Carolina Forest offense things.
This intensity level from how I thought this game was going to start to now has improved a lot for the CF team. I wasn't expecting them to come out firing as high as they did.
Shotgun set, 1 wide on the other side. Snap, Fox. Oh, no! Cameron Long keeps it. He'll dive for the goal line and get it in for a touchdown. That's another Swig and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown. This time Cameron Long on the read option puts the Panthers up 13-0. What a start for the Panthers. The extra point by Keon Jan is up and good. And with 4:10 remaining in the first quarter, the Panthers already leading the number 3 ranked Hartsville Red Foxes by 14-0. We'll take a quick break, come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Who would have seen this start to the 2025 season? The Panthers coming in and hitting Hartsville in the mouth to start off the game 14-0. And can they do it again? Can we get another fumble recovery?
I believe so. I mean, the way Keon kicked that ball, it was kind of really hard for their returner to even catch it.
Well, that's how Panther kickers always kick it. That power squib, if you will.
Where you think it's gonna go up in the air and go as far as it can, but it ends up hitting your front guy, and you're so confused on what just happened.
So Keon Jan getting ready for another kickoff.
Let's see what happens on this one.
Yeah. He will boot it away. This time a high floater that's caught at the 27-yard line. And the Panthers will push the return man out of bounds.
That would be number 6.
And here comes that defense.
And this, for the first time, the defense for the Panthers will come out. First time seeing this defense in the 2025 senior. That was Sincere DeBose on the return. He will get pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And that's where Hartsville will have their first offensive possession of the 2025 season, with almost 2/3 of the clock coming off the board already in the first quarter. And the Panthers stand up. Khalif Miller on the first play from scrimmage for the defense. And Roman Fisher gets the stop for a loss of 2. A great start for this defense to start off the 2025 season.
Both Roman Fisher and Darius Huggins getting down in there.
2 split back set. They'll go deep. They'll loft it into the air. They've got a man to beat. Number 7, C.J. Hickman beats his defenders and takes it all the way to the house for a Hartsville touchdown. And that's not what you want to see as a Panther fan.
Not at all. What was that?
To start off this game, C.J. Hickman just absolutely torched the Carolina Forest secondary there on a post route. and took it to the house for a touchdown.
It was like 5 yards separation right
Yeah.
there. There's a reason why I said we need to look at the secondary. A bunch of new guys to the starters, and they're just going to have to get adapted to what varsity football is like.
Gerardo Segura puts it up and good for the extra point, and it is now 14-7 with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. And yeah, like you mentioned, out of this secondary, the only one that's coming back from last year, I mean, Hayden Collier got some playing time last season, but not much. The only real true returning secondary guy is Jelani Alicia, and yeah, it showed right there on
Definitely.
that first possession. So now the Panthers, and I mean, it looks like the Panthers offense is going to be able to do something anyway, but looks like this game may be a shootout.
Definitely. Once you give them the ball, they look like they can prove that they can go ahead and throw that ball.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Not at all. As the kick is up, it's a low line drive, and the Panthers will just let it roll, and it will go into the end zone. So the Panthers will take over at the 20,
I believe.
or excuse me, the 25. So Panthers start on offense, once again trying to make it 3 for 3, scoring on both of their first 2 possessions of the evening.
That's just still a complete shocker to me. It took them 2 plays?
Yeah.
2 plays to get into the end zone?
Yep. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side. Long takes a snap, speed option, pitches it out to Fox. Fox finds the lane. He bounces inside and now out before getting taken down at the 31-yard line.
There's a flag on the play, though.
That was number 20, TJ Grant, on the tackle. Nice job by Grant in open space being able to round up the speedy Jaron Fox. But like you mentioned, there is a flag on the play, and I have a feeling this one's coming back.
If Grant didn't go ahead and get that tackle, I think Fox could have broke it out.
And I was right. It is a holding call on the Panthers. So that will push them back. We'll see where they mark it. They'll mark it at the 17-yard line, so that'll make it a 1st and 13.
Again, it's trials and tribulations with this O-line today. Once they get used to how they're playing on this varsity level, they'll be great together.
So it'll be a 1st and 13 from the 17-yard line. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side for Carolina Forest. Long. Takes a snap, 1-step drop, looking down the field, lofts it, and it's caught! Going down the field, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Panthers!
Touchdown!
Nixon Cone! Oh no, actually I take that back. It'll be number 9, Caden Cole. Thought I saw 4, but it's 9. Caden Cole on the slant route, and he beats everyone. I think that was a what you can do, I can do better moment for the Panthers, saying you can throw the ball, well, so can we.
Cole out there showing all his speed that he's got, that I see in practice every day.
Caden Cole using the speed, using his legs to beat everyone and take it to the house for another Panther touchdown. And Keon John puts it in for the extra point. And with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, it is 21 in the first quarter. It's 21-7. Folks, stay tuned. This is going to be a shootout. If you like scoring, this is the game to listen to here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Looking for big flavor in Southern hospitality? Welcome to Logan's Roadhouse. From USDA choice Midwestern beef Hand cut and aged in-house to mesquite grilled chicken and fall off the bone ribs. Freshness and flavor come first. Our rolls baked every 8 minutes. Open 7 days a week with 2 convenient locations, Myrtle Beach on Oak Forest Drive and North Myrtle Beach on Highway 17, right across from Alligator Adventure. Dine in, order online, or grab it to go. Don't forget a Roadhouse tea while you wait. No matter how far you've traveled or if you're just down the road, get on the road to Logan's Roadhouse. We'll see you soon.
A squib, a partial squib, partial onside kick for Carolina Forest is recovered by the Panthers, and the Panthers get the ball back to get another drive. The special teams is on fire tonight.
That is not what I was expecting when this game was going to start.
No.
Wow.
So the Panthers get another offensive possession starting in Hartsville territory again. This one will start on the Hartsville 47-yard line.
Great special teams performance today by the Panthers.
Great start for the Panthers just in general. Shotgun set 3 wide on the far side. Long takes a snap, 2-step drop, looking down the field. He's got a man to beat. Bang! Another one. This time
It's Nixon Cone this time.
It is Nixon Cone this time. Nixon Cone on the go route beats his defender, and another passing touchdown for the Panthers. And the Panthers are now up 27-7. What is going on with Carolina Forest?
It's a whole different team. Bang, bang.
Two straight deep passing touchdowns for Carolina Forest. Is Darren Granger actually doing what he said he was going to do?
I guess he is. Have they ever passed as much as they are right now?
I mean,
in your terms?
When Ethan Hamilton was here, they threw a decent bit, but not quite this deep. And the extra point is up and good. That is another Swig and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown. They're getting their money's worth tonight. They wanted something that was going to be talked about a lot, and they certainly are getting it tonight.
A full-service community bank.
If this is what the Panthers' offense is going to be like this season, it's going to be a fun one. Let's
Definitely.
just put it that way. And another squib kick.
Oh.
And this time it will be fielded by Hartsville.
If I was Hartsville, I'd just let that ball bounce.
Yeah, and roll out of bounds because then you would have gotten it at the 40.
Exactly.
Sincere DeBose jumps on it and takes it out of bounds at the 34-yard line. So now both offenses have shown what they can do. We're almost done with the first quarter, and already we've had 35 points on the board between both teams.
Which is insane.
Can a defense show up tonight?
I mean, ours seems to be doing something. I mean, we've only seen them for 3 plays.
And that one, as Ford Wallace keeps it himself and will fall down for a gain of 2.
They're out there like throwing Matthew Shook's helmet off.
The running game hasn't been working for Hartsville thus far, but the passing game has. Granted, like you mentioned, that was only the 3rd play we've seen from scrimmage. Split back set. They'll go with a screen pass out, and it's caught. Finding a lane and getting a first down and a little more is number 3, Khalif Miller. Oh, actually, that will be Tristan Spann on the reception.
I believe Darius got the tackle.
Yes, he did.
Set up for the first down.
So that'll be a Hartsville first down.
9-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Foxes.
Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. Snap. They'll run the jet sweep, and the Panthers are right there to stop it. A prowl of Panthers takes down Dorian Mason for a loss of 5.
And that group was started by George Hanley. Great play by Hanley.
Hanley just found a hole in the offensive line and was right in the backfield as soon as Mason got the ball.
As soon as he saw the RB get the ball, he was like, I'm there.
So it'll be 2nd and 15. They'll go empty backfield, 5 wide.
On the field. Which one?
All the way down there.
We got a flag on the snap.
And there is a flag on the snap. I'm assuming this is going to be a false start.
Offsides.
Oh, wow. Okay, shocking. So it'll be an offsides on the Panthers. So that'll move Hartsville up to the 49-yard line of Hartsville. Empty backfield again. 3 wide on the far side, 2 on the near side. Snap. 1-step drop, throws it near side. It will be incomplete.
Tristan Span falls incomplete.
Trying to get it to Tristan Span.
Every time I look away, we seem to get a penalty. I just need to keep my eyes directly in the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm. So that'll set up a 3rd and 10. 55.7 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Already 28-7, Panthers lead it. And some whistles are blown again.
I didn't look away that time.
Waiting to see what the call is here. And looks like it was just an errant whistle, I guess.
Seems like it. There's no flags there.
No flag, no call or anything, so. No harm, no foul. Empty backfield again for Hartsville. Motions Mason over. Snap. 1-step drop. Looks for a screen pass, and it is
Screen pass falls
incomplete again.
Brings up a 4th.
There's about
And that'll set up 4th down.
About 3 Panthers D linemen right there in his face as soon as he's getting ready to throw that ball.
And that's something we're seeing is the Panthers' defensive front getting into the backfield very quickly, able to beat this Hartsville offensive front very easily, which is a good sign for the Panthers defensively for the remainder of this game. An interesting note as the punt unit comes out, Tristan Span getting ready to punt it away. Span will kick it deep, and that ball will bounce and go out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
So that's where the Panthers will start their next offensive possession, trying to score for the 5th straight time now. But an interesting note, and it's interesting that this happened. The 2 respective tackles for Hartsville swapped sides
Interesting.
from last year. So it might have been because they had a lefty quarterback last year.
I mean,
But I don't remember specifically. But it's an interesting thing to note. And that may be one of the reasons for the issues of the offensive front for Hartsville thus far. Long will keep himself on the read option and will get taken down at the 28-yard line after a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 5. And it looks like that will more than likely be the way we finish off the first quarter.
Ball is on the 28-yard line.
Waiting to see if the Panthers decide to snap it. And, yeah, they're just going to stand around and wait for the clock to run to 0, and it does, and that will end the first quarter. So after 1 in the opening game of the 2025 season, the Panthers lead it 28-7 here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Start of the second quarter about to commence with the Panthers. I won't say dominating quite yet, but beating Hartsville quite handily, shall we say.
Totally. I mean, I can't call it dominating because they're not
yet.
up by enough to call it dominating.
Not yet.
But they are surely playing well in this game so far.
Yes. And we talked about it before. I don't think anyone, even the most optimistic Carolina Forest fan, thought this was going to happen.
Yeah, I said on my TikTok that it was going to be 28-21, expecting this game to be a close one.
28-21 in favor of who?
The Carolina Forest Panthers.
Okay.
I had us winning, but I didn't think we were going to score 28 in the first.
In my two simulations of this game, the Panthers lost both times. So I am happily surprised, shall we say, at how this game is going. So start of the second quarter about to get underway. Panthers on offense. 3rd and 5 from their own 28. No, 2nd and 5. The dial it down is wrong. Speed option. Cameron Long will keep it. Pitches it out to Fox now, and he fumbles it. Fox is able to fall on. Oh no, they're gonna say Hartsville recovered.
Hartsville football.
And that's a tough break for the Panthers. That is their first offensive drive that they have not scored a touchdown this season thus far. Obviously, it's only the first game, but still pretty crazy that their first 4 drives all resulted in a touchdown.
Looking at Jaron Fox on that play, it did not look like he was ready for that ball to come at all.
No, he was not expecting that ball to come out of Cameron Long's hands.
Cameron Long should have just kept that ball, took however many yards they took, but Fox was not ready for that ball at all.
Either way, Hartsville gets it in prime real estate to score once again. Empty backfield again for Hartsville. They'll run the jet sweep, hands it off, but Miller is stood up by a prowl of Panthers for a loss of 5.
This defensive front, man, they've been playing great for these first quarter and couple minutes.
They'll say he was taken down at the 30-yard line, so it'll be a loss of 4. So it'll be 2nd and 14. Connor Ross, the middle linebacker, will be the primary recipient of that tackle. They'll go empty backfield again. Will Hartsville snap. 1-step drop, now stepping up into the pocket, taking himself and getting it back a little past the line of scrimmage will be Wallace.
I think they gained back everything they just lost. So.
Everything they lost and then some. They get it up to the 22-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd and 6. Now two running back set. 2 wide on the near side for Hartsville. Hands it off. Trying to get around the edge, and does. And stepping into the end zone is Trace Hillian.
Number 9, Trace Hillian.
And that'll be a Hartsville touchdown.
I think he was untouched.
Yes, he was. That was just a little jet sweep to Hillian, and he was able to find the corner, find the edge, and just use his speed to get past any Panther defender, and that will cut the lead to 14.
Still up by 2 touchdowns though, which
Yes.
is really good for us.
The extra point is up and good. Now it's officially 14. It's 28-14 with 10:41 left to go. in the first half. We'll take a quick break and come right back with more Carolina Forest Panthers football.
Looking for big flavor in Southern hospitality? Welcome to Logan's Roadhouse. From USDA choice Midwestern beef, hand-cut and aged in-house, to mesquite grilled chicken and fall-off-the-bone ribs, freshness and flavor come first. Our rolls, baked every 8 minutes. Open 7 days a week with 2 convenient locations, Myrtle Beach on Oak Forest Drive and North Myrtle Beach on Highway 17, right across from Alligator Adventure. Dine in, order online, or grab it to go. Don't forget a Roadhouse tea while you wait. No matter how far you've traveled, or if you're just down the road, get on the road to Logan's Roadhouse. We'll see you soon.
Panthers set to get the ball back after an unfortunate fumble on a speed option, followed by a touchdown for Hartsville, which cut the Panther lead to 14 with 10:41 left to go in the first half. The kick is up, and it will be fielded at the 4-yard line, trying to come out, trying to find a lane. It does! He's got a lane, and will get pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
There's multiple flags down, though, so I don't know what that means.
There are multiple flags, like you mentioned. That was Brady McDowell on the return. And we'll have to wait and see on what the flags are. I'm assuming holding. I'm assuming that's how he found that lane.
Either holding or some weird block in the back.
Or illegal block in the back. One or the other.
I mean, I feel like that's the only 2 things you can get on a kickoff, honestly.
Yep.
Ball goes against the Panthers.
It will be against the Panthers, so that will push them back. Didn't see the hand signal. Not sure what the flag was, but I'm assuming it was a hold. So the Panthers will start on the 20 anyway. It will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Even after that amazing return.
Yes. Shotgun set. 2 wide on the far side. Long looking over to the sideline for a play call. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side. Long. Takes a snap, hands it off to, actually that is Fox. I thought it was Long for a second, but it is Fox.
No, I think that is Jadavius Long.
Yeah, it is Long. So he will get his first carry of the night, and he'll get taken down to the 25-yard line, so that'll make it 2nd and 5.
Easiest way to distinguish who they are, but besides numbers, is he's a little bit shorter than Fox. See a shorter guy in there against him.
So it'll be 2nd and 5. Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Snap. 2-step drop for Long, and he just throws it away, and there's a flag on the play. Oh, no, it's caught! And going down the field is Nixon Cone. There is a flag, however. He just caught it on a slant route. I thought it went past him at first, but he caught it and was able to beat the defender and take it to the house for a Swing and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown. But I think this one's coming back as well.
Wonder who the flag's on.
I'm guessing holding. Or offensive pass interference, one or the other.
Well, with everybody headed towards the goal line, it looks like that call goes against the defense.
Oh, actually, it might go against the defense because everyone is heading toward the goal line. Oh, this is going to be an offsides on Hartsville. So they'll decline it. Or no, it'll be a holding.
Defense a holding.
Wait. Yeah, it'll be a defensive hold.
Defense. Looks like it'll be
it'll be a defensive holding on Hartsville. The Panthers will take it on the kickoff. So that's another Swig and Swine Carolina Forest touchdown, making it 34-7, or excuse me, 34-14. And Keon Jan comes out to kick the extra point. And that kick will be good. And with 9:39 left to go in the first half, Carolina Forest already has 35 points on the board. The program record for most points scored in a game is 70. They're already halfway there with more than half of the game left to go. We'll take a quick break and come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
With that penalty, the kickoff will be from the 50. So perfect opportunity for another squib or onside kick or whatever you want to do for as the Panthers. We'll see what they do. Jan actually, oh no, he does kick it off semi-regularly.
He still bobbled that ball.
Yeah, he still bobbled the ball, but is able to recover it. But Hartsville will have to drive basically the length of the field, starting at their own 14-yard line.
That's big for this defense.
To the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Foxes.
The breeze is starting to feel really good
Yeah,
in Carolina Forest.
The sun's pretty much completely set now. The floodlights are working their magic now. And with the breeze, it's starting to cool down, starting to feel nice out here. Not quite fall yet, but getting there.
It's getting there.
Hartsville will start from their own 14-yard line. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. Wallace takes the snap. Screen passes out and finding a lane. Still on his feet before finally getting tripped down is number 4, Tristan Span. I think that was actually a screen pass. And he finds a lane and is able to take it down all the way to the 44-yard line. Couldn't tell who was able to trip him up, but whoever it was probably saved the touchdown.
I think it was Jelani Alicia, to be honest.
I think you may be correct. But either way, 1st down for Hartsville. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the far side. Snap, another jet sweep, and this time, oh wow, able to carry a couple of Panthers all the way up to the 50-yard line. Trace Hillian using his power, that 5'11", 190-pound body to carry a couple of Panthers that it looked like that would, maybe he was able to get one or get back to the line of scrimmage, but he used his power to drive his body ahead for a gain of 4.
He pushed through multiple Carolina Forest defenders to get however many yards
Actually,
he
a
did
gain
get.
of 6. I take that back. And now the refs are discussing something.
He carried a couple of guys on his back.
But no flag or anything. So it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 49-yard line. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the near side. Snap. 1-step drop. Pressure coming. Stepping up into the pocket. Lofting it up. And it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Trace Hillian again was Wallace.
16, Ford Wallace. Picks up a yard.
I thought he cut that
Oh,
ball.
no, he actually kept it. I saw the motion, and I thought he threw it, so I was looking ahead towards the receivers, and I didn't see him pull it down. So he pulled it down and was able to get a gain of 1 on the scamper, and that'll be a 3rd and 2 now for Hartsville. 2 set back, 2 wide on the far side, and a whistle is blown. Looks like this will be a false start on Hartsville.
Honestly, it could have been too many men.
A whistle on the snap.
I wasn't counting the players, so I'm not sure.
Because number 22, Wright Cunningham was running off.
Oh, So there's too many men on the field for the Panthers.
Too many men for the Panthers.
Trying to load
So
up a little too much.
an unfortunate break for
That'll be
the
the first
Panthers, and a
To
smart
Hartsville.
play by Hartsville
Ball on the
catching it,
43-yard line,
and
first
that'll
and 10.
move the ball up to the 43-yard line and give Hartsville a first down.
It's hard to believe it's still only 8. There's still 8
8
minutes
min-
left
yeah.
in this quarter.
In the first half, yeah. Shotgun set, 2 back set, triple option attempt is kept by Wallace, and he'll try to fall forward, and they'll say he lost a yard. So that'll make it 2nd and 11 from the 44.
That's number 16, Ford Wallace. Tackled by number 6, Connor Ross, and number 34.
The Panther
Number
defense,
35, Derek
while,
Sanders.
yes, they've let up the 2 touchdowns,
one, second
haven't
and
been
11.
bad tonight. They've certainly been able to stop the running game of Hartsville. They will go empty backfield, 3 wide on the far side, 2 wide on the near side. Snap, fake jet sweep, lofting it up into the air, and it will be intercepted! The Panthers intercepted in the end zone, and the Panthers will get the ball back.
It's the one returning guy.
Yep.
It is Jelani Alicia.
Makes the catch in the end zone. That ball was overthrown by Ford Wallace, and Alicia was right in perfect position to make the catch in the end zone for the interception. And now the Panthers, with 7:20 left to go in the first half, will take over on offense once more. And there was some discussion amongst the refs but no flag or, well, there might be a, there's still some discussion. The ball has not been marked on the field yet. Now they put,
Are they trying to tell Hartsville come back on that offense? Come back on?
that's what I'm wondering. Was there a penalty on Carolina Forest during that play? Before the interception?
Utterly confused on what just happened.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on an official call by the referee, but it looks like the Hartsville offense is coming back on the field, and they're moving the ball back to around the original spot. Now Hartsville's offense is moving all the way down into Carolina Forest territory.
I don't think.
Still no official.
Is that their offense? I
No.
don't see their quarterback.
No, you may be right. There's just confusion all over the place.
All over the place right now, man. What is happening?
The Carolina Forest offense. No, that's the defense getting. No, wait.
What is happening? Was that their kickoff team they were about to throw on there?
All right, looks like they called that interception.
A safety?
Tackle in the end zone, a safety.
Oh,
Panthers two
so they're saying Jelani caught the ball at the
from the
2,
20.
and but you would think his momentum would have taken him into the end zone. I think that should have been a touchback.
That
But
I don't know what to say about that.
I don't agree with that call, but either way, the refs call it a safety, saying that Alicia caught the ball at the 2-yard line and went into the end zone and then downed it. So Hartsville gets 2 points plus the ball back. The punt is.
Returned by number 6, Sincere DuBose.
Sincere DuBose catches it and returns it up to the 49-yard line of Hartsville, excuse me.
Spotted on the 49 of Hartsville.
What a crazy game.
I know. I was not expecting this amazing, I can't call it amazing yet.
Yeah.
But this is a great game so far between both of these teams.
Yeah, this has been a very entertaining game, to say the least, tonight.
The-
And now Hartsville has a chance to cut it to a one-possession game.
Both of these teams were confused of all.
Or actually, not quite a one-possession game, but a two-possession game.
I was wondering, is it possible to wish someone a happy birthday? Not me, but one of the announcers. I think it would be.
So, snap and a run pickup of 8. And that'll be a 2nd and 2. So it'll be 2nd and 2 from the 43-yard line for Hartsville. Empty backfield set for Hartsville again. 3 wide on the far side, 2 wide on the near side. A screen pass is overthrown, trying to get it out to C.J. Hickman, but overthrown by Ford Wallace, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
I know it's been a while since that weird interception thing, but it's still blowing my mind that that happened.
I mean, because I think we were all confused. What were they discussing? And I've had this debate when it comes to things like targeting and stuff like that in the NFL and college. I think refs should be split back set. They'll hand it off, and trying to find a lane is Miller, but he will get taken down. And they'll say he gained 1 yard, so they'll make it a 4th and inches for Hartsville. Interesting decision right here for Jeff Calabrese, and it looks like they're going to go for it. I'll finish my thought after this possession. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the far side. They'll go for it. A little, not exactly the wing formation, but sort of wildcat with Ford Wallace just plowing forward, and that will be enough for a Hartsville first down. They'll mark it down at the 39-yard line. But I feel like refs should have to take a physics class to understand that if you catch a ball while your momentum is taking you forward, no matter you're not going to be able to stop before you go into the end zone. So you shouldn't be penalized for technically catching it outside of the end zone if your momentum is already taking you into said end zone.
The ref expecting him to fall down as soon as he caught the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. Short in-route pass is caught and taken down after a gain of 8. That is Dorian Mason on the catch, and he'll get taken down by a pile of Panthers, and it'll be 2nd and 2. But, I've said that about, things like targeting and whatnot. If your momentum is taking you into the quarterback as he throws it, you're not just going to be able to suddenly stop short, or else, that also has the risk of injury as well. As they'll run the read option, and Wallace will keep it himself, fall forward right around the line again, and they'll say he's just a few inches short, so it'll be 3rd and inches from the 30.
It's going to be the last time I say this, but I'm still baffled. That's so weird to me.
Yeah.
Just immediately expect you to fall down as soon as you catch the ball.
Looks like they're going to go with the quarterback scamper again, and Wallace just jumps over the line for another Hartsville first down. And they'll mark him down at the 27-yard line.
He seems to be a good quarterback for this type of scramble that they're doing.
Kind of the inverse tush push where he's set up behind the 2 running backs or 2 tight ends that are blocking for him, and he just pushes forward. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the far side. Wallace motions a man, fake jet sweep, steps up into the pocket, but he will get taken down from behind. A great tackle by Anthony Cunningham coming off the edge and getting the sack. And that'll make it 2nd and 11.
Good defensive play, and honestly a good play call right there.
Well, like I mentioned, the defense has looked very strong against the run tonight thus far. It's been the passing game that has been hurting them. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. They'll go with the jet sweep, but he'll try to bounce it inside. But Khalif Miller has nowhere to go, and he will get taken down by Quillen Johnson. They'll say he got back to the line, so it will be a third. Actually, they'll say he lost a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 13. Third and 13. Empty backfield this time. 3 wide on the near side. Wallace takes the snap. Screen passes caught, trying to find a lane. Still on his feet and is taken down by a prowl of Panthers at around. It's going to be close. And they're going to say that Tristan Spann just got enough for another Hartsville first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 12. And this Hartsville offense, ironically, after the first 2 times they scored offensively were off of huge plays, as Tristan Spann will find a lane on a jet sweep and take it into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll cut the lead to 14, the extra point, or excuse me, 13. The extra point will make it 12. But it's funny, after the first 2 touchdowns they scored were through deep passes and one-shot big plays, this was a very methodical drive for the Red Foxes. The extra point is up and good. Segura puts it up and in, and with 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half, Panthers lead it by 12, 35-23, here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Panthers looking to come back on offense and hopefully do something this drive after their last drive ended up with a fumble. And we thought they were going to get the ball back about 5 minutes ago, but turned out the refs had other ideas. But either way,
worst safety call I've seen in a while.
Yeah. But either way, Panthers now have a chance to extend their lead, currently up by 12, 35-23 with 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half. A little 2-minute drill for Carolina Forest, which with this offense, with how dynamic it is, I think they can score in 2.5 minutes.
They've been practicing it all week. It's part of their big practice game, and they love to do it. So I can't wait to see what they can do on this 2-minute drill.
Segura comes out to kick it away. And it is away.
Please don't fumble.
Will be fielded at the 11-yard line, trying to find a lane, but will get taken down at around the 20-yard line. Brady McDowell on the return. And they'll officially mark it at the 21-yard line. Nope, actually they'll mark it right at the 20.
Should have just field good. Well, we got to get there to begin with.
Brings the ball to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for your Panthers.
So Panthers go on offense once again. Have had a very strong day today offensively. Have scored 5 times in their 6 drives offensively. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side. Snap, Fox tries to find a hole, tries to plow forward with the offensive line, and will get taken down by a pack of Foxes at the 25-yard line for a gain of 5.
That's number 28, Jaron
Still
Fox.
feels so weird when you say Fox and then it's pack of Foxes.
I
I'm
know.
like, what is happening?
I know.
2nd and 6.
Wonder how quick this offense can score. I mean,
It depends upon if they want to just try to see if Jaron Fox can just find a hole or if they want to go deep. We've seen both today. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Play action pass, long, getting and under pressure, throws it up into the air, and it's caught. Trying to find a lane, and he's got one man to beat. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Panthers! This time, Caden Cole, once again, using his feet to put it to the house.
wait.
And there is a flag.
Flag down here. Flag down here.
Yeah, this one's coming back.
Always, man.
This one's coming back.
Wonder
But-
what happened this time.
But once again, Caden Cole showing off his speed, finding a lane on the slant route, and just taking it to the house, just using his legs.
I saw him in the locker room before I came out here today. I said, do something I can talk about on the broadcast. And
He's
there he
done it.
goes. He's done it.
Twice.
Twice.
Although this one
Might
more
be-
than likely is coming back.
But still, he did it.
He did it, yes.
We are talking his name.
It will not go on the stat sheet, but we are talking about it.
It's a touchdown in my book.
It's a touchdown in our hearts. And yeah, they're marching him back.
Wonder what it was. Probably holding.
Back to the 20-yard line.
I was looking for the ref to see what the official call was. I believe you are correct. I believe it was a holding call.
Now
But-
I can't sit back down. I'm like so excited.
But either way, it is now 2nd and 20
2nd and
from
10.
the, or excuse me, oh, it'll only be 2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. I guess the call was further up on the field.
Must have been, but
Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side. This time they'll hand it. Oh no! Cameron Long keeps himself on the read option and gets launched right at the 19-yard line.
absolutely pummeled by those defenders.
That was
Loss of a yard,
number
brings up
6,
3rd
Sincere
and 11.
DeBose on the tackle, and he just walloped Long, and that'll make it a 3rd and 11. And now with less than a minute left to go in the first half, looks like the Panthers are going to be content with going to the locker room with a 12-point lead.
I don't know why they wouldn't be.
Oh, no,
A 12-point
absolutely.
lead is a big enough lead to go into halftime with. I mean, all you need to do is win by 1 point.
Is there no play clock operator tonight or something?
I do not think so.
Because I do not see the play clock running. It's just sitting at
Panthers
40.
call timeout.
I think that one
And
down
the
there,
Pan-
like, stopped working when
Yeah.
the scoreboard stopped working. I
Oh,
don't think
you
they
may
ever
be
fixed
right.
it.
And the Panthers call a timeout with
We'd like to thank our
27.7
sponsor,
seconds
HTC,
left to go
member-owned,
in the first
cooperative,
half.
powering South Carolina with speed service and community spirit, delivering lightning
So,
fast,
I know we talked about it earlier, but
1,000 miles
what a
by
start for the Panthers
Make sure
offensively.
you support
Honestly.
I mean,
HTC
even
active
outside,
support Panther Athletics.
they had a
Also,
touchdown
professional
called back,
rehabilitation
and they're
services.
still up
They are locally owned and
35-23.
operated Expert physical
It's-
therapy for rapid pain
Working
relief.
really well today with that
Convenient
throwing game, which
locations
is
serving our
a big
area
surprise,
since
honestly,
2004.
to see Morris
Yeah,
calling so many pass
exactly.
plays.
Agreed. Especially with Cameron Long being more of a dual threat quarterback, more than the likes of Patrick Mullen and Ethan Hamilton in the past, where you were expecting a more passing oriented game. I was going into the season, I was expecting it to go back to the way it was when you had Kyle Watkins at the
Yeah.
helm, where he was more of a running quarterback, and it was run, and maybe pass every now and then.
Cameron
Thi-
Long is the definition of a dual threat quarterback.
Yeah.
He is.
And he's showing it tonight. Haven't seen much of him on the in the legs outside of the touchdown, but but still.
He can turn it on anytime he needs to. I just don't think they're calling it yet.
Yeah.
If we get down into this game where they need him to turn the legs on, they will tell him to turn them legs on.
So 3rd and 11. We'll see what the Panthers decide to do on this play, if they decide to go for the gusto or if they just want to run it into halftime. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the other side. They'll hand it off to Fox. Fox tries to find a lane, but will get taken down after a gain of 3.
He basically got tackled by his own teammate.
And looks like Hartsville will take a timeout and try to do something. Maybe just throw one Hail Mary before the clock expires with 20 seconds left to go in the first half.
He basically ran into Caden Cole like 3 different times in a row.
And still managed to stay on his feet.
Exactly.
A big thank you to all who sponsored.
If he was any bigger, I'd be calling him like a round mound rolling ball.
And something we didn't mention during the pregame show, but you mentioned to me off the air. Roman Fisher is punting.
He is punting?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
So we were concerned that due to a potential injury, he wouldn't be out there at least to punt. But he is out there, and he is just about ready to boot this one away.
Concession stand for some Pizza Hut pizza, some Pepsi products, Sonic burgers, popcorns, chips, nachos, pretzels, and candy. You know you don't want to cook tonight.
A little bit of a delay.
Stand during halftime after the show.
And Fisher gets ready to boot it away. Low snap. And he does just barely get it off. Almost got that one blocked.
I think it did get blocked.
Oh, no, it did get blocked.
It did get blocked.
Yeah. I thought he was just able to get it off, but it does get blocked, and it's recovered, or it's fallen on by Carolina Forest. But either way, now Hartsville starts with the ball on the Carolina Forest 19-yard line with 18.7 seconds left to go.
They got 18 seconds in the red zone.
And 2 timeouts. So plenty of time to get off probably 3 plays to try to put it into the end zone and reduce the lead to only 1 possession.
I was worried about his thumb in general, and I don't know if that had to do with any of that or not.
Shotgun set, 2 running backs set, and getting under pressure is Wallace, and he just has to throw it away. Good job by the Panther defensive front, getting to Wallace quickly and forcing him to throw it away. So 13.2 seconds left to go in the first half. Shotgun set, 2 run, split back set, 2 wide on the near side. Snap, Wallace looks near side on the screen pass, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Span on the screen, but Span is not able to hang on to it, in spite of the fact that he was wide open on that screen. So lucky break for the Panthers, and with 9.7 seconds left to go in the first half.
Also, that QB got destroyed by.
Well, that might have impacted the throw. He got a lot of pressure right off the bat. This defensive front for the Panthers absolutely dominating the offensive line of Hartsville. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the far side. Snap, throws it up into the air, and it is caught in the end zone.
Multiple flags down, though.
There are flags. That was caught by Tristan Span. Great throw by Wallace. But there are multiple flags. And we'll have to wait to see what the flag is on. I'm assuming this is going to be a holding.
I honestly think it could go both ways. They were hand fighting over there. It honestly could go both ways.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be an offensive pass interference.
That's what I thought.
On Span. That'll push Hartsville back.
They were both very handsy back there in the end zone, so I'm surprised they didn't go both ways, honestly. But
I guess because he caught it, they basically said
Yeah.
he was the one that made it to where he can catch it. And so now with 3.7 seconds left to go in the half, presumably this will be the last play of the half. And
Third down.
you got to assume they're just going to try to loft it into the end zone.
They're kicking.
Oh, they're going to go for the field goal.
Might have a field goal.
It's going to be a 50-yarder.
This dude had some power earlier on his kickoff, so I think he might be able to make it.
Gerardo Segura comes out to kick the 50-yarder, and it is up, and it is no good.
Well, is whistle dead?
It was short.
And there's
Bounce-
a flag on the play.
Bounce in the end zone, but there is a flag. There's always a flag.
There always seems to be a flag.
Especially at the end of the game.
I feel like refs just like to prolong halftime in the end every time.
Yep.
They're just like out there throwing flags willy-nilly no matter what they want to
If
throw
this
it for.
is on the offense, the Panthers will just decline it and send us to halftime, but we'll see.
Looks like the roughing the kicker call.
Oh, no, it's going to be a roughing the kicker call on the Panthers.
So we'll have
Who
a
hit
shot
him?
at it.
I don't know. I didn't see. I was watching the ball.
Yeah, I looked away. Look at me looking away again.
And they're going to go for the field goal again.
How far is that one?
Now it will be a 35-yarder.
Block that kick.
The kick is up, and this time it is good.
Looks like it's good. That'll give them 3
So
points.
the
Yeah.
Panthers will go into the locker room only up by 9, 35-26 in what might be one of the craziest first halves you will ever see in high school football.
35 points in the first, man. That's insane for this offense.
And 26 for the opponent, and not only do you see a safety, but also a field goal, which you almost never see in high school football. And so that will take us to the halftime break.
We still got 24 minutes to play, and we're already this is way past the score I thought it was going to be. So.
Absolutely, agreed. So we'll take a quick break, come right back with some first half stats and analysis, and get you ready for the second half here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for big flavor in Southern hospitality? Welcome to Logan's Roadhouse. From USDA choice Midwestern beef, hand-cut and aged in-house, to mesquite grilled chicken and fall-off-the-bone ribs, freshness and flavor come first. Our rolls, baked every 8 minutes. Open 7 days a week with 2 convenient locations, Myrtle Beach on Oak Forest Drive and North Myrtle Beach on Highway 17, right across from Alligator Adventure. Dine in, order online, or grab it to go. Don't forget a Roadhouse tea while you wait. No matter how far you've traveled, or if you're just down the road, get on the road to Logan's Roadhouse. We'll see you soon. Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
Switching is easy.
Welcome back as we are at halftime here at Panther Stadium with the Panthers leading the Hartsville Red Foxes 35-26. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Lou Bezek from the state up in Columbia. He saw someone tweeted at him the game, the score of tonight's game here. And his retweet and comment was just low-scoring game being sarcastic. Yeah, we see you, Lou. Yeah, it's a real low-scoring game. Trying to look to see if I can find some scores from around the region. Real quick, before we go to around the region, we'll go next level real quick. Panthers at the next level. No more Mason Garcia, no more Kyle Watkins at the next level. It's all newer guys now at the next level. Philip McLean over at Alabama State, Nate Schisler at Coastal, as is Joe Ober, tight end from last year's squad at Coastal, a preferred walk-on over at Coastal. So congrats to Joe. And Ethan Hamilton went over to Presbyterian. He will be with the Blue Hose this season. This week, tomorrow, Coastal travels to Virginia to take on the Cavaliers, while Presbyterian travels to Mercer to take on the Bears. Alabama State played last night. For Hartsville, they've got 4 players as well at the next level. Hakeem Waters from last year's team running back is at Charleston Southern. DeMonte Capehart is at Clemson. Jashawn Anderson at Georgia Southern. Eric Brown Jr. at SC State. This week, Charleston Southern travels to Vanderbilt to take on the Commodores. Clemson hosts LSU. Georgia Southern travels to Fresno State to take on the Bulldogs. And SC State hosts Wofford. And then going back real quick, going into this game, going around the region. Last week, Wilson beat Conway, which is not a good sign for the Tigers. Wilson is not, they're not a bad team, but they're not exactly the top of their region. They're in the same region as Hartsville is, as well as South Florence. Myrtle Beach beat Lake City after Lake City was winning to start off that game, but Myrtle Beach was able to come back and win 43-18. North Myrtle Beach beat Goose Creek on Monday, 30-8. Wando beat Socastee 28-8 on Monday as well. So Socastee and Conway not looking so good to start off the season. St. James and Carolina Forest both have their first games tonight. This week, Loris is at Conway, and at least that I could find, we'll get you, actually real quick before we get to that, some first half stats for you guys. First for Hartsville. Trace Hillian has 2 carries for 29 yards and a touchdown. Ford Wallace, 7 carries for 17 yards. For Carolina Forest, Jaron Fox, surprise, surprise, already up over 100 yards. 12 carries for 129 yards and a touchdown. And Cameron Long also has a touchdown scamper. Passing-wise, Wallace is 7 of 12 with a touchdown, 7 of 12 for 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cameron Long is 4 of 7 for 228 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. So, surprisingly, even though both teams, not so much Hartsville, but certainly Carolina Forest, is known to be a more running-centric team, half of their touchdowns are through the air. which is something that is a wee bit surprising, shall we say.
100%.
Absolutely. Receiving wise for Hartsville, Span has 4 receptions for 73 yards and a touchdown. Hickman has 1 reception for 63 yards and a touchdown. For Carolina Forest, Zincone has two receptions for 122 yards, averaging 61 yards a reception for 2, and as well as 2 touchdowns.
He sounds like 49ers legend, Jawan Jennings.
Yes. And Caden Cole has 1 reception for 83 yards and a touchdown. One thing to note, though, penalties. Hartsville, 1 penalty for 15 yards. Carolina Forest, 6 penalties for 50 yards. They need to clean that up in the second half. Carolina Forest does have more first downs than Hartsville with 10 as compared to 7. And Carolina Forest has been forcing the turnovers. 3 turnovers for Hartsville as compared to 1 for Carolina Forest. Thoughts on the first half?
My thoughts on the first half is that both of the offenses came out firing hot and looked really good. The 1 interception call, absolute bogus.
Yeah.
Might be the worst thing I've seen in high school football in my 4 years of doing anything for high school football.
Agreed.
Little collapse there at the end on the defensive side.
That's something, the Panthers, the momentum, especially after the half-ending field goal, momentum is definitely on the side of Hartsville. So the Panthers need to come out strong to start the second half in order to avoid what started off to be a great game to become a calamity, because Hartsville's only down by 9 right now.
And this game could still end 70 to 65 if they wanted to. If both offenses come out and doing what they did in the first half, this game could be a big old 100-point shootout.
Yeah.
We could score 140 points combined.
Yeah, absolutely. Already combined, they are over 50. They're at 61 points combined. Looking for some scores around the region, the latest on the Loris versus Conway game, this was a half hour ago after 1 quarter, 7-0 Loris. So
only 7?
Yeah, only 7, but still, Loris is winning. So not a good sign for Conway. Trying to look for some other scores around the region as both teams come back on the field.
I believe St. James played Aner tonight.
Yes, Socastee is playing. Or no, excuse me, you are correct. Aner is playing St. James. Latest update. Although. Oh wait, okay. I was looking at next week's schedule at first. I was thinking Myrtle Beach was playing Sumter, but they are playing West Florence tonight.
380. You are parked next to a fence and an emergency exit. You're going to have to move your car or it will be towed. If you have a silver
the latest update on Myrtle Beach versus West Florence. Myrtle Beach beating the Knights 14-7 in the second quarter.
That was another game I was looking at in this region. That could be a great game this week. And it seems like it's coming out to what I thought it could be the case. Panthers are on the field looking ready to come back in the second half.
Yeah, we are just a few moments away from kickoff. Here in the second half. Trying to find more updates for you guys. At the half, Darlington beating North Myrtle Beach 7-0. That's another low-scoring game. For for the high-scoring game here, we've got a few low-scoring games around the region.
Yeah, that seems interesting. But that could say what's going to be coming into region play for us, though.
Which means multiple blowouts, presumably for Carolina Forest.
For their generosity and support. With their partnership, the Booster Club was able to purchase new uniforms, equipment, and helmets.
As we are just a few moments away from starting the second half. Sockasty, oh, this is a big one. You want to hear this one? Sockasty is losing. Now, granted, it's Dillon, so they're always good.
Yeah.
But Sockasty is losing to Dillon 27-0.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. That's a blowout.
I was talking yesterday to some of the kids at AST who go to Sockasty about how we were thinking what the Sockasty program was going to be like this year, and all of them said they were going to kill Dillon. So I'm
That's
utterly
and St. James, to round it off, St. James and Aner are tied at 19 apiece in the second quarter.
sounds like St. James,
Yeah.
honestly.
So the rest of the region not doing very well tonight.
Looking very iffy tonight.
Which bodes well for the Panthers.
It does.
As we are just a few moments away from the start of the first half, considering how the offense kind of slacked after a very hot start to the first half, I'm assuming we are not getting 70 points tonight.
I'll counteract that. This offense is about to come back out being hot as they can be.
Okay, fair enough. As the kickoff is up, and it is caught by DuBose, and he'll get pushed out of bounds at around, see where they mark it. They'll mark him down at the 32-yard line, and that's where Hartsville will start on offense to start the second half.
See what this defense can do right now. A quick, easy stop will help out this offense.
Yes, like I mentioned during the halftime show, the momentum is starting to go towards Hartsville. So a stop here is vital for momentum as a screen pass is tipped and almost intercepted. Great attempt by Quillen Johnson to try to dive to make that interception, but it just falls to the ground after a great job. I couldn't see who it was that tipped it.
I think it was Matthew Shook.
Yeah, Matthew Shook. He leapt up and was able to tip that screen pass.
Ball's incomplete, makes a 2nd and 10.
And that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. Dual back set, snap, hands it off, trying to find a hole, but no hole to be found. Kylif Miller gets taken down after a gain of 1 by a prowl of Panthers, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 9. And the Panther defense looks like it's starting right where it left off.
Totally. I like it. They're going to try their hardest to get this offense back on the field immediately.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 9, going the split back set once again is Hartsville, 2 wide on the far side. Snap, 2-step drop, looking down the middle of the field, and it is dropped by Dorian Mason. He was open. He had a man close to him, but he certainly had room to make that catch, but was not able to hang on, just let it slip through his fingertips. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and the Red Foxes will be forced to punt.
And again, that defensive line was all in the quarterback's face again. I honestly think that's why that ball was not directly into his range of catching.
Like we've said, the defensive line has been the focal point of the defense tonight. Span comes out to punch it away. Low snap. He now tries to take it down, and he'll get taken down at the 25-yard line by a prowl of Panthers. Primarily, it will be George Handley making the tackle, and the Panthers get it back on offense in prime real estate, just 7 yards out from the red zone to start this drive. And that's exactly what Carolina Forest needed to get some momentum back and look to take this game over once again to begin the second half.
They tried to pull a Sean Payton, go early with a fake, and it did not work.
Shotgun set, one wide on either side. Heavy set with two tight ends on the near side. And Jared Fox bounces off of a tackle and takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. That'll be another Swinging Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown. Jared Fox, you saw the heavy set. You knew it was coming. He just followed the blockers, used his power, and took it to the house. Keon Jan comes out for the extra point. A little bit of a delay, not sure why. Looks like the ref is coming over to talk with Mark Morris about something.
I never saw a flag down there, so I'm confused on what they're talking about.
He's pointing down towards the left side end zone. So not sure what they're talking about.
Again, utterly confused.
Yes. But either way, whatever it was, it's been resolved, presumably. And now they are set for the extra point.
Here's a new development. Christian Bennett's down there without pads on.
The extra point is up and good. And with 10:45 left to go in the third quarter, it is 42-26. Panthers extend the lead back out to 16. And so we'll take a quick break, come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swingin' Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swingin' Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swingin' Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
Kickoff goes into the end zone, so Hartsville will start on offense from their own 20. And you mentioned before we went to break, Christian Bennett, without his pads on, he came into the game with a bit of an injury. They basically dressed him just essentially as a decoy. But I guess with how big the lead is, they're like, okay, we've got a big enough lead. We don't need you tonight. You're good to go.
I showed up to practice yesterday, and all I saw was him with ice and stuff all over his ankle, and I was confused why I saw him dressed today, but it made complete sense to be a decoy.
They'll run a power read option, and keeping himself is Wallace, but he has nowhere to go, and will get taken down by a prowl of Panthers for a loss of 1. Anthony Cunningham, the primary tackler on that one, and that'll set up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Shotgun set, 2 wide on the far side, and another screen pass is thrown high, trying to get it out to Tristan Spann, but he's not able to hang on to it, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11.
This defense trying to go 2 straight drives with getting a 4 and out immediately.
Yeah, just trying that offense or that defensive front just dominating and getting to Wallace almost immediately on every pass attempt. Shotgun set. 2 wide on either side. Wallace takes a snap. One-step drop. Looking deep. He's got a man, and it will be overthrown. This time not quite as open as he was before, C.J. Hickman.
A little long.
And he was not able to get to that ball, and that'll bring up a 4th and 11.
He threw it to the guy with 3 guys on him. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was completely confused. But he almost got it deep enough for him to speed past our defenders.
To run underneath it. Hickman trying to use his speed once again.
He only has 1 catch or whatever.
But
and then that touchdown.
That 1 catch was for an 80-yard touchdown. Tristan Span comes out to kick it away. Kick is fielded at the 48-yard line. Finds a hole, still on his feet, and finally getting taken down at the 39-yard line.
Flags are out again.
Flags are out once again. McDowell on the return.
Every time it seems to be Brady getting a good return, somebody decides to hold or do something, get a flag out.
Well, that's more than likely, more often than not, why he got a good return.
Honestly, didn't see that one that time. That last one I did see what happened, but this one I could not tell what happened.
So we'll have to wait to hear the official announcement, but presumably it's going to be a holding. And it is. Couldn't tell if he did a holding or illegal block in the back motion, but either way, it's on the Panthers, and that'll push him back.
All I know is the ball's going back.
Yep. So that'll move the ball back to the 50-yard line. Panthers still only have to traverse half the field.
They got the H back in.
So, question, which was always a question last year. Right now, it's still sort of a competitive game. But how long do we see Jaron Fox the rest of the way if they score here again?
If they score here, I honestly think they might just wait another drive. If they score on that next drive, I think they'll go ahead and take him out.
Cameron Long keeps himself on the speed option, and he'll scamper out of bounds for a gain of 5. That'll bring up a 2nd and 5.
To me, it depends on if he scores the touchdown or not.
Yeah.
If he scores, they might take him out. But if this is another passing touchdown or they throw Jatavius Long in there to run that in, I think he'll stay in another drive.
Long in the offense looking over to the sideline for the play call. 2nd and 5 from the 45-yard line. Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Power on the far side. Long takes a snap, but whistles are blown, and I think this one's going to be pushed back due to a false start. And it will. It will be a false start on the Panthers. So that'll push him back 5 yards and make it a 2nd and 10.
Back to the 50.
So that 5-yard run by Cameron Long just gets negated. Just erase it.
Just erase the whole thing.
So 2nd and 10. And some extra wide receivers coming out for this one. 2 wide receivers on either side. Shotgun set. Long takes a snap. He'll go 1-step drop, screen pass out to Fox. Fox tries to find a lane. He's still on his feet, carrying a couple of Red Foxes to the sideline, and he will finally get pushed out of bounds at the 40. They will mark him out at the 41-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 9, carrying 3 Red Foxes, 4 of those 9 yards.
He got pushed out right in front of his coach, Harold Atkinson.
Yep.
Former Carolina Force running back.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Shotgun set. 2 wide on the near side. Fox takes the snap, hands it off to, Long takes the snap, hands it off to Fox, and Fox will fall forward for another Tony McAfee State Farm. Carolina Forest first down.
And it looks like another.
Just like the start of this game, you're switching up the names again.
Yeah, I know. Definitely not in midseason form yet.
Not yet, man. You'll get there.
But it's a 1st and 10, ball on the Hartsville 39-yard line. Just a little over 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 42-26, Panthers lead it. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Long takes a snap, fake jet sweep, lofts it up into the air, and it's caught! Caden Cole almost goes into the end zone. Oh no, that will be
Nixon
Cone that makes the catch, and he will almost get into the end zone, but will be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him out at the 8-yard line, and that'll be another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down.
They use Caden Coy as a decoy, or Caden Cole
yeah.
as a decoy.
They used him on the jet sweep to draw the defense in, and Zincone was wide open, beat his defender, and was able to get another first down for the Panthers. Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Long takes the snap, hands it off to Fox. Fox nowhere to go, and he gets held up at the line of scrimmage by a pack of Red Foxes.
Runs directly into a wall.
Yep.
Fox on the carry.
So that'll be no gain for Jaron Fox, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 9.
No gain on the play. 2nd and goal.
8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Long look over to the sideline for the Panthers offense. I have a feeling, I haven't been counting or anything, but I have a feeling with no play clock, I think these teams have been given a few liberties tonight. Play action pass, roll out, throw in towards the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get it to River Thane, but no dice, and it'll be a 3rd and 9. 3rd and goal from the 9.
That linebacker had it covered really good right there.
Shotgun set. 2 wide on either side for this one. Long. Takes a snap, 3-step drop, looks far side, lofts it into the corner, and it's caught! Touchdown Panthers! That'll be Brady McDowell who makes the catch for the Swing and Swine Barbecue Carolina Forest touchdown. That was a beautiful
ball.
Beautiful ball and beautiful corner route.
True.
As the extra point is up and good. And with 7.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, the Panthers now with 49 points on the board and up by 23. 49-26, Panthers in the lead. We'll take a quick break and come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Panther defense now trying to continue their dominance. And were you able to find out the information that I asked you during the break?
I was not, but let me get there. I'm trying to.
Okay, because we're trying to figure out. I want to see, because this might be a first. How many touchdowns did the Panthers have through the passing game, and how many have they had through the running game? I have a feeling they've had more passing touchdowns tonight than running, which may be a first for Carolina Forest in the Mark Morris era. The kickoff is up, and that'll be launched into the back of the end zone. So Hartsville will take over on offense at the 20-yard line.
Hartsville will take over 1st and 10 from the 20. We would also like to thank Beach Automotive.
I believe.
Another one of our corporate fundraiser sponsors.
I believe it's four passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns.
Wow.
So we are officially have more passing touchdowns.
We are in uncharted territory right now among Carolina Forest football. Shotgun set, split back set, 2 wide on the far side, snap, trying to find a man and will just dump it off on, I don't even know if that was a screen pass. It was more of Miller was just the man on the flat as the check down receiver, and he will get pushed out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. So no gain for Miller on the reception. And they'll back it up. It'll be a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd and 12 now. Going 3 wide on the near side, and a sack.
Ball's out.
Panthers get the ball on a fumble recovery. Anthony Cunningham with the recovery. And just like that, the Panthers have it on offense in the red zone once again.
Big hand for your Panther defense.
This has just been utter dominance on both sides of the ball. Yes, Hartsville has been able to score a couple of times. They've had a few big passing plays. But in terms of the offensive and defensive fronts, in the trenches, the Carolina Forest defensive front has been utterly dominant tonight.
Totally, I agree.
So the Panthers start this next drive already in the red zone. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Long takes the snap, hands it off to Fox. Or actually, I think that is Long out there.
Yeah, Fox is down there on the sideline, so that gets Jatavius Long.
So Jatavius Long comes into the game. He tries to run a counter, but gets taken down for a loss of 1. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And now Fox will come into the game. Looks like they're going to run a 2-back set. Getting a call. Actually, no, I take that back. That is Fernandez.
I think that's Francisco.
Or Francisco, excuse me. You are correct. Francisco in the H-back position. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. They'll hand it off to Long. Long tries to find a hole and has nowhere to go. Does get a gain of 3. Make that a gain of 4. No, 3. Never mind. Take that back. Gain of 3, and it'll be a 3rd and 8.
Down to the 12-yard line. Third and 8.
So 3rd and 8, ball on the 12-yard line for Carolina Forest.
Defense got him set up in great position.
Yeah, absolutely. When you start in the red zone, and when you start a drive in the red zone, that's, of course, great position. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Long takes a snap. He'll 2-step drop, lofts it into the end zone, and just overthrows River Thane in the middle of the end zone, going on a post route. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
Just slightly out of reach for them to score that touchdown.
And now decision time for Mark Morris. And shocking, they're actually going to kick the
They are going to kick a field goal.
They're going to kick a field goal.
I don't know how I feel about this call. How far could they have to get? Can you tell?
What, to get a first down?
Yeah.
8 yards. As the field goal is up and no good, and you were correct that they should have gone for it. The last time the Panthers kicked a field goal was back in the game against Myrtle Beach last year. And that will remain the case after the missed field goal for Carolina Forest. So it'll remain 49-26 with just under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And you know what else I've noticed about this game? Now, it might also be because of all the scoring and all of the extra time because of change of possessions and whatnot. But this game has gone pretty long.
Totally.
And it has also been because there has been a lot of passing, and thus the clock has stopped a bunch.
Seems to be a timeout right here.
And looks like there's going to be a timeout. Not sure if it's on the field or a timeout, but oh no, the Panthers are going to call a timeout. Because yeah, it's already 9 o'clock, and we're only in the third quarter.
R.I.P. my sleep schedule.
R.I.P. us watching Premier League soccer in the morning.
Honestly.
Myrtle Beach's personal injury law firm. If you get into an accident,
don't be surprised if I'm not awake by 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Justice is lovely.
So Hartsville will look to capitalize on the wasted possession by the Panthers after they were given prime real estate by their defense. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the far side. Snap, fake jet sweep, keeping himself is Wallace, and he'll fall forward for a gain of 9. Almost got enough for the first down, but they will say he was just short. Good job by Jaden Alston on the tackle.
2nd and 1.
Shotgun set, split back set with 2 wide on the far side. They'll hand it off, and getting a first down and more is number 22, Quamel Prescott.
That's number 23.
Or, excuse me, 23,
Zarian
James.
Number 16, Jaden Alston.
Jay Alston with another tackle. And that'll give Hartsville a first down at their own 41-yard line. Split back set again, 2 wide on the far side. Snap, hands it off again. This time the Panthers are there to wrangle Trace Hillian down. They will say he was able to get a gain of 2, but a much better job of the Panthers maintaining their line, and it'll be 2nd and 8. Kind of surprising considering they're down by 23 points that Hartsville is running it, especially with how successful the pass has been for them. And just as I say that, they throw out a screen pass, which is caught by Spann, and that will be Hickman who makes the catch, and that will be enough for another Hartsville first down.
If they keep throwing that ball, they will probably keep getting their yards. I don't understand why they keep going back to the run.
Ball's on the 47-yard line of the Panthers. First
So
down
that'll
for
put
Hartsville.
the Red Foxes into Panther territory. 1st and 10 ball on the 46-yard line of Carolina Forest. They'll go empty backfield, 3 wide on the near side, 2 on the far side. They'll go fake jet sweep, and keeping it himself is Wallace, and he will get taken down by a couple of Panthers at
That's
the
number 16
41-yard
for
line.
Wallace on the carry, tackled by number 16, Jaden Alston.
Jay Alston again with the tackle. He's making a name for himself on this drive.
We need to look at the box
Ball's on
score
the 41.
because I need to see if they actually credited that as an interception for their quarterback or not.
I would have to assume so. It was still technically an interception.
Who knows, man? They
Empty backfield, 3 wide on the near side. And the ball is dropped. Trying to
Ball thrown to number 23.
get it to Varian James in the flat, but he was not able to hang on to it. Had some defenders around him and felt the footsteps and dropped it as a result. And it would have to be an interception because it was still an interception, but then his momentum took him into the end zone for the safety.
true.
Shotgun set, 3 wide on the near side actually. And whistles are blown, and I believe this is going to be a false start on Hartsville.
It's an illegal procedure
It'll be an
call.
illegal
Against
procedure
Hartsville, and that'll cost them
on
five.
Hartsville. That'll cost them 5.
What is the definition of
ball
illegal
back to the
procedure?
I guess
46-yard
probably
line.
an illegal
Third
motion
down.
or something.
Okay.
That would be my guess.
Because I see him calling in the NFL all the time, but I've never really understood what they meant by it.
So it'll be 3rd and 9, ball on the 46-yard line of Carolina Forest. Empty backfield, 3 wide on the near side, 2 on the far side. Pressure coming, but he's able to just get it off. Tried to get it
Nice
to
pressure from the
Dorian
Panthers
Mason,
defensive line. Ball falls
who was
incomplete.
basically
Fourth down.
sitting, I don't know if it was supposed to be a screen or not, but basically sitting in a screen position, and the pressure was just too much for Wallace, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Or excuse me, 4th and 9.
Yeah, the punt team's out there.
Yeah. And Tristan Spann will punt it away for Hartsville. And whistles are blown again, and I believe this is going to be a false start.
We're not even out of the third quarter yet, are we?
No, we are not. We still have 2 minutes left of the third quarter. And yes, it was a false start
The Foxes
on
are 5
Hartsville.
yards.
So that'll push this punt back even further. This has been one of these games where it's just been crazy.
Totally.
So they'll punt it from their own 49 now.
49-yard line, 4th down.
My big question is when are we going to see these backups in?
Well, that's what I was asking before. I'm assuming as the punt is up, it's a low line drive, letting it bounce and taking it on the bounce before bringing it out and getting pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line is Brady McDowell. And that's where the Panthers will start on offense.
Brings the ball down to
But
the
I
30-yard
would have
line.
to imagine,
First and 10.
especially if the
For your
Panthers
Panthers.
score on
Big
this
hands for your
drive
Panthers.
Yeah.
and extend the lead out to 30, then you would have to assume that the backups are going to come in.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Panthers ball now.
Yep. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. Long calling out a play. Now he's set. And takes a snap. 1-step drop, screen pass out to Fox. Fox tries to find the edge, does for a moment before getting pushed out of bounds. Oh, no, that will be Long who's out there. I think Fox's day is done.
I could assume that. I have not seen him back out there since that last drive, or whatever. Since
Yeah. A couple of drives ago.
Yeah.
So they will say he got knocked out of bounds at the 33-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 4 for Jatavius Long. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 6. Shotgun set. 2 wide on the far side. Actually, 3 wide on the far side. Snap. Hands it off to Long. Long finds a hole. He's got some space. He'll take a couple of Foxes with him before getting taken down at the 49-yard line of Carolina Forest. And that'll be another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down.
He's having a good showing his first ever varsity football game.
Yeah.
By number 44, Devarius James.
While not quite
And it's enough for
like Jaron Fox where he's a sophomore, maybe this could be his breakout game to say, hey, I can be a good backup to Fox. Shotgun set, 3 wide on the near side. Long takes a snap, hands it off. Oh, no, actually, that is number 27.
I believe Jaden Anderson.
Yeah, that's Jaden Anderson out there now.
Picks up a couple.
Bringing a little fourth string running back action out. And you may be right. This may be the case of it being the backups coming out now. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Panthers in dominant form right now, leading at 49-26 as we head to the fourth and final quarter here on the Carolina Forest Panther Football Network.
Looking for big flavor in Southern hospitality? Welcome to Logan's Roadhouse. From USDA choice Midwestern beef, hand-cut and aged in-house, to mesquite grilled chicken and fall-off-the-bone ribs, freshness and flavor come first. Our rolls? Baked every 8 minutes. Open 7 days a week with 2 convenient locations, Myrtle Beach on Oak Forest Drive and North Myrtle Beach on Highway 17, right across from Alligator Adventure. Dine in, order online, or grab it to go. Don't forget a Roadhouse tea while you wait. No matter how far you've traveled, or if you're just down the road, get on the road to Logan's Roadhouse. We'll see you soon.
Start of the fourth quarter with the Panthers in dominant form tonight to start off the 2025 season and their quest for a three-peat region championship.
They're still keeping Cameron Long out there, which I...
Kind of surprising. I mean, I guess they're just getting him as many reps as possible to get him ready for the regular season. I mean, I know last year when they were, blowing teams out, they would keep Patrick Mullen out there for a little bit before they brought Long in.
I don't think Cam ended up starting the game last year, but I do know he played a lot in relief of Patrick Mullen.
He played a lot in garbage time.
Yeah.
But it was still where they would wait until like halfway through the fourth quarter before bringing him in. Shotgun set, 2 wide on either side. 3-step drop, screen passes out, caught by Zincone. Zincone's got a lane. He's gone, but he's taken down from behind at the 16-yard line. But Nick Zincone again using those legs. His speed has been on point tonight. He has been absolutely on fire, and that brings the Panthers into the red zone with another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down.
What an amazing game for this senior. I think this is the best I've seen him play since like 8th grade.
Yeah. Oh, this is definitely the best game I've seen him play. That is for sure.
Some of those 8th grade years, he had like 300 yards in that one game against Ocean Bay when we played Ocean Bay.
He has to be over 200 yards now.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Shotgun set. Long look over to the sideline for Cameron Long.
He's been doing that a lot this game.
Well, like I said earlier, I think they're getting a little lucky with the lack of a play clock. Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. They'll hand the ball off and taken down for, they're going to say he lost one.
Number 27.
And
Jane
that
Anderson
will
on the
be
carry,
Anderson.
tackled by number 11, Chris Price.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
We're throwing in
The fourth string guys.
we're throwing in starting DBs in
Yep.
in at running back now.
Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Long. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson tries to find a lane and is taken down at the 13-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 5.
Number 11, Chris Price and company. Pickup of about 4, 3rd and 6.
10 minutes left to go in this one. Panthers up by 23, 49-26. And barring the offense going absolutely hog wild, I doubt we are getting up to 70.
Yeah, unless that defense can make back-to-back stops within 4 plays,
Yeah.
and we score here and score every time, there's no chance we're getting a 70.
No.
We could hit 60.
Yeah, potentially.
That's in the range.
Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. They'll hand it off, this time Long back out there, and he will get taken down at the 5-yard line, and that'll be enough for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down.
With a nice run over the middle. And it looks like another Carolina Forest. First down. First and goal. From the
First
6.
and goal
See
from
if
the
they can punch it in.
5-yard line. I would assume so.
I would say throw Francisco out there and just let him bully Rose himself into the end zone.
Shotgun set, 1 wide on either side. Long. Takes a snap, hands it off, trying to find a lane, but nowhere to go as Long gets
Davis
taken
Long,
down.
carry, number 25.
Are they, I meant to ask you this earlier, are they related,
I don't think so.
Cameron and Jatavius? Okay.
He is his Jatavius' brother is our 9th grade quarterback.
Ah, okay.
So he is related to a Long that plays quarterback, but not Cameron.
But not
Long.
Cameron. Okay.
I asked him that same question first time I figured that out.
All right, don't forget, students, if you
Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side.
make sure you call for a ride before the game ends so that you can be picked up.
Long takes the snap, rolls out to his left, throws it on the run towards the corner of the end zone, and it will be caught right at the goal line. Great catch by Nixon Cone again,
Seems to be a normal story so far in this game.
falling towards the goal line as he caught it, but they will say he did not break the plane. And it will be a 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Who's
Set-
in the RB?
Can't tell the number quite yet. It looks like it's long. Yeah, it's Long still.
Okay.
Cameron to Jatavius, and Jatavius takes it in for another Swing and Swine barbecue. Carolina Forest touchdown.
Number 25, Jatavius Long.
And that'll extend the lead out to 55 for now. 55-26 for now, and they'll try to make it a 30-point lead with the extra point with 6:48 left to go in this one. And the extra point is no good. So with 6:48 left to go in this one, the Panthers lead it by 29, 55-26. We'll take a quick break and come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Sweet! Touchdown Panthers! This offense is really heating up, just like Swig and Swine Barbecue, boasting a starting lineup that includes slow-smoked pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken, and turkey, plus all-star sides and desserts that are a touchdown every time. All served up with genuine hospitality from a championship team proud to be part of Carolina Forest Panther Nation. Swig and Swine always delivers a winning mix of quality, flavor, and community. Score big next time by huddling up at any Swig and Swine location and chalk one up in the win column.
55-26 Panthers lead it here in the fourth quarter.
Professional rehabilitation services, locally owned and operated.
And
Experts in
I don't think even the most optimistic Panther fan expected what we have seen tonight.
2004.
I am one of the most optimistic Panthers fans. Like, I had no idea this was coming.
This is definitely a good sign moving forward into the rest of the season when you can take on the number 3 ranked team in 4A who was able to beat the state champions in 4A last season. Obviously different team, but still, this Hartsville team is no slouch, and the Panthers have put a shellacking on tonight.
I know this might
on
be
both sides of the ball.
I know this might be crazy to say, but this is giving me hope for that Irmo game.
Oh, agreed.
That we can go ahead
Agreed.
and go and beat out Irmo.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. It's going to be a lot harder because it's going to be at Irma.
Exactly.
But still, this gives you hope that this could be a very strong year for the Panthers, as the kickoff will go out of bounds.
Our kickoff sponsor is Sparks Toyota, one of our corporate sponsors.
And the Panthers
Sparks Toyota, where the dealer is
will start on
family-owned
defense
and operated since 1982.
at the, looks like the 32-yard line.
Ball is placed on the 37-yard
Or
line.
excuse me, the 37-yard line, not the 32. Missed 5 yards. Empty backfield. A screen pass is thrown out to the sideline and pushed out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage.
Honestly, I think it was incomplete.
Oh, no. Yeah, he did drop it.
Second and 10.
Did Mason. So it'll be 2nd and 10. He was surrounded by Panthers, so couldn't see whether he had it or not. Shotgun set 3 wide on the near side. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 37. Snap, hands it off, trying to find a hole, and does. Pushing forward, getting a first down and more is Trace Hillian.
Trace Hillian. Tackled by number 32, Jason.
And actually, no, they're going to say he was just short of the first down.
There's a flag, though.
There is a flag, so this may be coming back anyway. They're going to say he was pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So if this does stand, it would be a 3rd and 1. But assuming this one's going back, I'm not even sure what that motion was. It was a personal foul, and then he put his fists together. I've never seen that motion.
I saw one of our guys fly to the ground, so I think they might have, like,
32-yard line.
attacked him, maybe? I don't really know. I saw one of our guys, like, flop to the ground.
Unnecessary roughness, maybe? I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe it's the new version of unnecessary roughness.
But either way, it'll be a 2nd and 15 now. Shotgun set. 3 wide on the near side. Motion man. They'll hand it off on the jet sweep. Breaking through the lane and going to the house. That is Trace Hillian, who finds the lane on the jet sweep and takes it to the house for a Hartsville touchdown. He just found an opening in the defense, and there was no one there to stop him. And that will cut the lead, presumably down to 22 following the extra point. The extra point is up and good. And with 5:55 left to go on the board, fives are wild on the board right now. 5:55 left to go, 55 points for the Panthers, 33 for the Red Foxes. 55-33, Panthers lead by 22. We'll take a quick break and come right back with more Carolina Forest Panther football action.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Tony McAfee, right here in Carolina Forest, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Tony and his team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Tony McAfee, it's easy to switch and save. Just give him a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Concession stand, pick you up some Pizza Hut pizza.
Panthers
Sonic's Burgers.
getting ready to go on offense again after the defense gave up a touchdown.
So head on down.
Panthers leading it by 22 with 5:55 left to go in this one. The kickoff is up, and the whistles are blown as the kick was booted away. There were flags, so we'll have to wait to see what those flags are for. I'm assuming a full start on Hartsville.
On the kick?
Yeah.
I forget that's even possible.
Well, yeah, if you go too early.
I feel like it should just be like programmed into your brain that you're not supposed to jump off or do a false start on the kickoff.
You would think. But they are pushing it back, so it looks like that's going to be what it is. Yeah, they're going to push them back 5 yards. So it was a false start on Hartsville. So now they'll have to kick it off from the 35. Going pro now, or college.
Mm-hmm. Dynamic kickoff.
Now the kick is up. And it'll be a low line drive fielded at the 18-yard line. Trying to find a lane, but gets pushed out of bounds at around the 32. They'll actually mark him out at the 33-yard line.
Here comes the backups.
That's where Carolina Forest will start on offense. And like you mentioned, yeah, the backups are coming out.
Oh, Brady McDowell is down.
Matthew Kellner coming out.
I believe that's Brady McDowell.
Play quarterback.
Wasn't he the one that returned that kick?
I believe so. Yeah. Panther is down on the sideline. Can't see. And you are correct. It is Bray McDowell. So he'll
That's number 11.
come off the field.
Big hand for Brady McDowell. He's had a great game today.
Who has had a good game, especially in the return game thus far tonight.
100%. Sorry.
So Panthers will start on offense from their own 24-yard line.
Calf
And-
cramps are always the worst.
Oh, yeah. And with the backups coming out, we're pretty much guaranteed more than
First and 10
I mean, they
from
only
the
need
24.
two scores technically to get at least close to 70.
They only need one more to get to 60, so
No, I said 70.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just,
to get to 60. Yeah,
just to
you're
get
right.
to 60. If they can score
Yeah.
one more time, we're at least to 60.
Yes, you are correct there. Shotgun set 2 wide on the far side. They'll hand the ball off, trying to plow forward, but getting pushed back is
That's
Jatavius
number
Long.
25, Jatavius Long on the carry. Tackled by number 52, Ezra Brockenberry.
You know what this game kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of the West Brunswick game from back in 2022
Second and
when that was the second time the Panthers scored 70 points, but they allowed like 46 or 45 points. So it
I think the score was 70 to 40 or
yeah,
72 to 40.
Yeah. So the offense has been very good, but the defense does need to,
Step it up a little bit.
improve a little bit, especially in the passing game, as that run is carried by Long, and that will be enough for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down.
That defensive front has been working really well
Yes.
together. That secondary,
The secondary is what needs
like
to.
I was saying before the broadcast even came on, that secondary was going to have some work to do because it's a whole brand new unit.
Yeah. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Kellner takes a snap. He'll keep it himself on the read option. Tries to make something out of nothing, and he does. Gets it all the way up to midfield, and that'll be enough for another Tony McAfee State Farm Carolina Forest first down. They'll mark him down at the 49 of Carolina Forest.
What did I tell you at the Kickoff Classic? If he ever needs to turn his legs on, he will turn those legs on.
And he showed it right there. .345 left to go in this one.
Ball's on the 49-yard line. First and 10.
Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side, as well as the H-back. Motioning the H-back over to the far side. Kellner takes a snap, hands it off, and getting blown up at the line of scrimmage is
Number 27, Jaden Anderson on the
Anderson.
carry, tackled by number 44.
I don't know if this is something we should watch, but
Loss of a yard on the play.
I can't.
Second and
How do you
11.
say his name?
who's Kellner?
Q.
Again, make
Defensive
sure
tackle.
if you need a
Oh,
runner, you call
Quillen Johnson.
Yeah, he just walked into that tent.
Oh,
and pick you up
yeah.
at the
So I
I
don't
mean,
know.
luckily it's the end of
It's
the
the
game
end of the game,
anyway.
but who knows if that's.
That will be definitely something you will keep an eye on throughout the week.
I will. So that's never something you want to see happen.
No, absolutely not. Shotgun set, 2 wide on the near side. Kellner takes a snap, but whistles are blown ahead of the snap. And I'm assuming this is going to be a full start. 2:18 left to go in this one. Panthers in dominant form tonight offensively. 55-33 the score. And it is a false start on Carolina Forest. Second and 16.
Do we do 2-minute warning or no?
Not in high school, no. Shotgun set. 2 wide on the near side. Kellner calling out play. Now he's set and a whistle is blown. And timeout is called by Carolina Forest with 1:59 left to go. Well, now the clock is...
Panther timeout.
Now the clock is running, so I'm confused.
Stop the clock.
I mean, not that we really care all that much.
Exactly, but like,
Corporate fundraiser sponsor.
we can still score.
Proudly catering to
Fair enough.
Beach,
Yeah,
Conway,
fair enough.
Atlantic Beach, and
You just want that
neighboring areas
60.
with
I want that 60.
revolving around means the
It would look
ultimate
great to start our
for cars,
2025 season out with a 60 burger.
Uh-huh. We already have the 50 burger.
Exactly. I think our guys get get burgers every time.
That sounds awesome. Bulk up those offensive linemen.
Inhibitions.
Can't go wrong with Anderson Brothers Bank. Over 25 locations serving South Carolina since 1933.
No one else.
Shotgun set. 2 wide on the near side.
Morris looks confused down there. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Just had a whole timeout to talk with his team.
Either way, they're underway yet again. That will be handed off and taken down long, trying to find a hole, but nowhere to go, and he'll get taken down for a loss of 2.
That was a good group tackle.
Yeah. A pack of foxes take him down.
And long.
And, yeah,
Ball spotted.
the way it's looking right now, I don't think you're getting your 60 burger.
I know. I'm sad. I mean, who knows? We could go throw a deep ball right here, and Josiah Fisher finds his way into the end zone.
Pretty sure they're running out the clock. Shotgun set. 2 wide on the far side. Kellner takes a snap. High snap. He'll keep it himself. Tries to find a lane. Oh, maybe Kellner will do it himself. He finds a lane and gets taken down at around the 34-yard line. But like you mentioned, there's the flag. I'm thinking this one's coming back.
Perfect run by Kellner, too, and it's going to come on back.
Yep.
And again, Mark Morris down there looking confused again.
Yep.
Holding call against the Panthers. That'll cost him a few yards.
Release your inhibitions.
We're at that point in the game.
We are at that.
Where you're just going to start singing now?
We're at that point of the game.
Thanks for a third and about 12.
We got 43 seconds left.
In a blowout.
Like a blowout.
Fair enough.
I do like the 22 points. That makes the score look nice.
Uh-huh.
It's like 55-33
Yep.
is like a nice looking score.
Are they going pistol? Oh no, they're gonna need it. Okay.
I was about to say, what was that?
Yeah, I've never seen a pistol formation in the Mark Morris offense. So I was confused, and then I realized, oh wait, they're doing a kneel down. So that will do it. Clock running down. Not quite officially over, but for all intents and purposes, it's over. That will finish it up. 55-33, the final score. Panthers start the 2025 season off strong. Their next game, we still are unknown. We have some transportation issues. If anyone out there listening would like to be our savior for the next 2 weeks, and then Southside Christian, message us on Twitter at CFHS Panthers FBN. But as of right now, more than likely, no broadcast for the next 2 weeks. But we will be back for the home game against Ashley Ridge. Like I said, if that changes throughout the week, I'll post it on Twitter. But yeah. Final thoughts on this one?
This one was a good game. I like how we came out and struck early, and I cannot wait for that Ashley Ridge game. That game's also going to be amazing. We're looking for revenge just like last year.
Yes.
And just like this game.
Yes.
And the Panthers finally get the revenge on Hartsville.
And next week, they are facing New Hanover, who they did beat a few years back. That should be a good game. Hopefully, we'll be able to get out there. But, yeah, we'll keep you updated on that throughout the week. For Miles Matter, I'm Brandon Biskobing saying so long, and we'll talk to you guys either next week or in a few weeks.
Adios.